Hey cherry pickers, today I'm going to share with you a little story from my past where I learned you gotta act fast. This all starts in college in a Quebec history class, which in of itself sucks because it had nothing to do with the majors that I was taking and was pretty much a pit of despair. However, there was a silver lining to all of this. One of my best buds, Steve, was in this class. I mean, we didn't even plan it that way, it just kinda happened. The level of luck experienced here was somewhere between getting all green lights on your way home and finding an onion ring in your fries. So pretty epic shit we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this class was boring. I'm talking watching the world grass growing competition in real time would have been more exciting than this. So, me and my boy would often just not go to class at all and hang out. But the worst offense from us was this one day in particular. I go into class, sit down, and I'm just annoyed to be there. Then Steve comes in, sits down in front of me, and he looks annoyed, which just makes me even more annoyed. We looked at each other, gave the slightest of nods, and just walked out. I mean, straight up got our stuff and left to go get some hot dogs and poutine. Go look up poutine for those who don't know. I mean, we were bad boys, player! Cherry ways, I'm getting off topic. Fast forward to a few classes down the road, and we're in class chilling while the teacher goes on about something, when I notice this cute girl on the other side of the classroom. Lo and behold, she's looking at me too, so you know it's on now. We're making little faces at each other, we're doing all that non-verbal communication. Steve saw this and he was all like, "Aw, yes." He's giving me that Yoda look of approval, so you know I'm in the zone. Now class ends and she gets up and heads towards the cafeteria. I tell Steve what went down in full detail, and I say, I got to talk to this girl, so let's head on down to the caf so I can get on this. And I say we because if needed, I need Steve to be that wingman. He's gonna be Iceman in a worst case scenario. We catch up and I see the girl. She was checking out the monitor, see what classes were canceled, kind of out of it, spaced out. So I tell my boy, check this out. Quick pause here, guys. No time in the history of ever has the word check this out ever led to a positive ending for the person who muttered those words. Back to the story. So I go off to seal the deal. I'm telling you, I was super confident this could only end one way for me, and that was me and her getting to know each other over a poutine, if you know what I mean. And I'm about to say a few words, this flash of glitter and hair rushes by me like whoosh, and the girl was gone. I'm talking Dragon Ball Z style super speed, where only training in a hyperbolic time chamber could have prepared me for that. My gob is wide open, and I'm thinking I need to see an instant replay, or I gotta issue a coach's challenge, or something about what just went down. All the while, my boy is dying in the corner, like Steve tells me this blur of a girl grabbed her by the shoulder, turned her around, and just straight up ran off with her, and was gone. And to this day, I don't know if what happened by pure coincidence, or if the girl made some kind of super secret hand signal and this ninja of a woman swooped in and got her. But the next time I saw her, it was exam day. She just smiled at me, finished her test, and walked out of class. I never saw her again. So cherry pickers, the moral of the story here is don't hesitate, even for a second, because the moment you do is when a sure thing turns into not a thing at all. I hope you enjoyed this little story from my past. Be sure to hit that subscribe button while liking and sharing the video. If you feel like airing out some of your dirty laundry, tell me about it in the comment field below. This is CJ Raz or Cherry Rammer signing off. Peace!